Hello everybody, this is Radished and welcome to yet another exciting Poketuber interview. In this series I talk to a whole variety of people who make Pokemon videos on YouTube with the aim of bringing the community together and also to show you guys some interesting new channels to check out. Today I am here with TheHopelessGamer1.
Hello.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about your channel first of all?
I kind of started off I was trying to figure out what kind of games I wanted to do on my channel. It was kind of a bit all over the place. But in the past few months, I've mainly focused on Pokemon, and since then my channel has just grown and grown, and I'm now sitting comfortably on 260 subs and still going up. But yeah, so
that's awesome. So you weren't always a Pokemon channel then?
No, I originally started off doing. I did a couple of Call of Duty videos with friends. I did State of Decay series, which is my most watched series at the moment. It's the first episode of it is sitting on the clean 2,000 views, I think.
Oh wow!
So I was like, not even bad, but yeah. So.
But you've seen the most consistent success of Pokemon, do you think?
Yeah, definitely. Like, people underestimate how popular Pokemon actually is on YouTube. Everyone's like, oh yeah, Call of Duty's bigger. Yeah, it kind of is because so many people have played it. But Pokemon has been around for longer, and people enjoy watching it because it's like childhood memories and stuff. So,
oh yeah, Pokemon is massive.
Exactly.
It's just Now, is there a story behind your channel name? I like to think that you're just useless. That's why you call yourself.
Yeah, pretty much actually. It's not really much to it. I always get told I'm not very good at games, or like that I try something and I just fail miserably. So I was like, well, I can't really. There's nothing really specifically about me that I could turn into some kind of magical name. But I was just like, why not the Hopeless Gamer? And the one just because numbers.
Because numbers.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's an interesting choice for somebody who self-identifies as hopeless at gaming to do Nuzlocke challenges.
Oh well, I got right to the end of my first Nuzlocke challenge on my channel, and I managed to get to the third Elite Four member, and then I died. I was like,
oh no!
But it was a good run, like my first one, so I was kind of like a bit cautious. But Nuzlocke challenges it makes it so much more fun, and it just kind of keeps people on the edge. And it's like, yeah.
I think I'm going to have to take note of your story because I'm about to face the Elite Four myself. And see, I feel like I could take on the world after beating the 8th gym, but the Elite Four, they are tough. Now, what was it that inspired you to get into YouTube?
Well, when I was younger, I used to watch like YouTube videos from now and again just to kind of like see what was going on, whether I should buy this game or not. And then like in the past like year and a half, I've been watching watching different people how they do it. And then I was like, wait a minute, I could do this. So I got an Elgato Game Catcher for Christmas one year, and then I had X12s. I was like, let's combine it, let's get it done, and it's just kind of escalated from there. And there's people like the One Integral, there was people like Uberhaxer Nova, SSOH PKC, all those kind of people just kind of inspired me by just being cool people. And I was just like, I want to be part of this. I want to meet people. I want to get big and just kind of chill and see what happens on YouTube. So
nice. And are you happy with the amount of success that you've had so far?
Oh, definitely. Like in the past like few weeks, it has just been a crazy climb. Like before I started speaking to people, I was sitting on 150 subs, like losing one a day, getting 2 the next day.
Yeah.
But now I'm gaining like 3-4 a day, losing like 1 a month. It is absolutely insane.
That's brilliant. And I'm sure your channel will only climb from there.
Oh, here's hoping.
Now, how do you feel your content has changed over the time that you've been on YouTube?
Well, when I first started out, I wasn't quite sure how to kind of go about speaking to during the videos. So I was kind of like, do I go full on confident? Do I kind of what do I do? So from my first video, I kind of stayed quiet. I was nervous. I was kind of in the dark. And then in the past like 6 months, I'd say I've became more confident. I've been able to get myself across quite well, in my opinion anyway. And then I got told the other day that I sound like I'm quite good at making myself sound like I'm being myself, which is a good thing because it means that I can just be like, oh yeah, this is me, this is how I am on a regular basis. So
yes, no, that's so true. I think it's strange to think it, but actually talking as yourself is actually something you almost need to practice on YouTube. It's quite difficult to know exactly how to do your commentary, I suppose.
Definitely, it's like it's quite daunting, the fact that you have, like, when you grow bigger, it seems like you have, like, before you start doing YouTube videos, you kind of don't think about how the possibility of getting big and the amount of people that could be watching you play a game and listen to your voice. It's kind of like, wait a minute, what? There's like 100 people watching me play this? Like, what is going on? But it's definitely worth it. Like,
yeah, I think generally I find the most success where I try to forget that people are watching.
Yeah, it's like, oh wait, how is it? There's people actually watching this. I can't be too. Yeah, it's like.
But then again, you don't want to disconnect yourself completely, because otherwise you'll just feel like you're talking to yourself, and that'd be a bit weird.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of like if you kind of sit there and you're like, oh yeah, I'm just I'm doing this and that, and then you suddenly go silent and you're like, wait a minute, I'm still recording. Oh god. And it's like, oh yeah, and you kind of just have to keep the ball rolling, otherwise it could just crash and burn.
I guess, did it take you a while to get used to the whole idea of talking to yourself while playing a
yes.
video game?
Oh my god, you have no idea how long. I had to kind of start off by doing stuff with other people, and then I was like, let's try it out, and then I just kind of went, let's do it, and then that was it. That was the first solo series, and then it's just kind of escalated from there, and now I'm sitting talking to myself on a regular basis.
Nice. That's the way of the YouTuber.
True.
So, is there something that you enjoy the most about making Let's Plays?
Oh, the one thing that I love the most about Let's Plays is the support and feedback. Like, without, like, no, editing's fun and everything, but nothing beats, like, hitting a like goal in under 12 hours. Like, I've set like goals for, like, 10 likes, 15 likes, and it's been smashed to, like, 30, and I'm like, what? Like, no amount of editing could, like, amount to the support and, like, feedback I get from, like, everyone, and it just makes me feel so loved and happy. So
it does make it feel all worthwhile, I think.
Definitely.
When you get that. That's awesome. So, on the other end of the spectrum, is there a most difficult thing about creating YouTube content?
Oh, well, like, recording, not a problem, I can do that. Like, press a button, speak to myself for half an hour, done. But when it comes to the rendering side of things, that's when I kind of crash, and I'm like, okay, so I've got the editing done, I'm like, here we go, ready, and then rendering takes roughly 3 years for a video.
Yep.
It's like, I've just done all this, and I have to sit here for 3 hours watching the little bar move. But yeah, definitely recording, easy, rendering, the hard part.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it wouldn't be so bad if rendering didn't take up, like, all the resources on your computer, so you can't do anything else with it either.
Yeah, it's just try and open Google, nope, just gonna take about 5 years to open that, and then 1% still on the rendering. It's like, okay, yeah.
So, how do you decide which games you're going to play then? Is there any formula to that at all?
The majority of the time, it's either personal preference, or I speak to people that I like, speak to on a regular basis, and I'm like, what would you want to watch? And they're like, oh, I'd want to watch someone do a randomised Nuzlocke or an egg lock or whatever. And I'm like, okay, we just put this into a little hat and just be like, oh, let's do this one. But sometimes it's kind of like, yeah, that game, I'm doing it whether you like it or not. So,
YouTube dictatorship.
Yep.
So, I've seen your channel and you've done a lot of egg locks and nuzlocks and all that, but have you got a worst death between them that you've suffered on one of them?
Worst death in Platinum had to be getting shut down on the fourth Elite Four member. I was like, I'm done. I swept through the first three. Fourth one killed me. Worst one in my egg lock, even though I'm only 3 episodes in. I got confused by a Zubat, and I kind of underestimated how it would, like, how much damage I would take from getting hit by confusion. I was like, oh, come on, please don't hit yourself again. And then went down to 11 HP, got bitten, dead. I was like, oh, why are you
Who died?
My Alakid, my BBB.
Oh, that sucks.
I was like, but Yeah.
Real tragic moments.
Yeah. The worst thing is a Zubat, so it's embarrassing as hell. I was like, oh, come on!
Oh yeah, there's nothing like losing to one of those Pokemon you find everywhere.
Exactly.
On the other end of the spectrum, do you have a most awesome Nuzlocke moment?
Oh, awesome Nuzlocke moment had to be... this is quite a hard one, actually.
Yeah.
It had to be hatching the Elekid as my starter in my egg lock. I was like, out of all the eggs... It could have been like a Rattata someone had given me. It could have been like something absolutely mental, but it was an Elekid. And Elekid, it had the greatest moveset I've ever seen in my life for a starter Pokemon. And I was like, yeah, just give me. I was like,
oh, that's nice. What a shame that Zubat had to come along.
Yeah, true.
Now, do you have a favourite Pokemon?
See that's the one thing that I can't I can't figure out, because I don't really have a favourite, but I have a lot of ones I think are cool. For example, like Staraptor. Yeah. It is powerful as hell, which is why it's my mascot.
I was going to say that is your mascot.
But like, it's not my top. It's not like my top number one favourite, because it does have its points where it's like it can't do this or that, or it gets shut down by this like really easily. But like, there isn't a specific one that I find the best, but there isn't ones that I find the worst either. So Staraptor is my mascot because it's powerful and I love it. So
awesome. So do you choose your favourite Pokemon mainly based off how useful you would find them in a battle, or do you have some Pokemon which you love anyway but they're just useless?
I kind of pick it. I pick it depending on how useful it is in battle, but also how cool it looks, or how if it learns a move that's specific to it that is friggin' awesome. Like Yveltal learns Oblivion Wing, which is absolutely like, it is killer. Oh, yeah. That thing just mauls lives. It just it is.
And it's called Oblivion Wing.
Exactly.
I mean, come on. Are you into the competitive Pokemon battling scene?
I am trying to get into it at the moment, but it's not going very well. I am hopefully going to be doing a showdown series in about a week and a bit, I think, on my channel, with like other people, like different people joining me. But it really just depends on if I can get teams that I can easy kind of show people and be like, yeah, this is my team, I made it, and not get like 6-0'd by like a Blissey or something. So it's happened before.
Although that could make for entertaining videos, I suppose.
True.
Just you getting messed up. But give me a shout when you're doing that series, because I want to challenge you on Pokemon Showdown.
Oh, definitely. I do Pokemon Showdown live streams sometimes. I'll definitely hit you up so I can be like, yeah, come join me, come challenge me.
That's cool. So if you guys want to see Pokemon Showdown live streams, so just check out the Hopeless Gamers channel. Now, how did you first get into video games?
Well, like, most people will be like, oh yeah, I'm a Gen 1er. I started off straight away. I was like, but when I was about 4 or 5 years old, I got given a Game Boy Color, and along with this Game Boy Color, I got given Pokemon Yellow, and I was like, at this point, I was kind of like, what is Pokemon? Like, what is this? It's like, what? And I put Pokemon Yellow in the Game Boy Color, turned it on, and that was me hooked for life. Since that day, I have never looked back. It is absolutely insane. But there were stages in Pokemon Yellow where I'd reset it, and then I'd name all my Pokemon A, because I just didn't care about the story.
As you do.
Yeah. So as you know, like, in Yellow you got all the different sprites, and they all pretty much look the same, and you're like, what Pokemon is that? I don't know. So it's like, yeah.
Pokemon Yellow's not the easiest one to start with, though, with Brock being the first gym leader.
Oh, definitely. It's like
Pikachu.
But you kind of just gotta like persevere.
I remember I almost rage quitted Pokemon Yellow as a child because that first gym was just so damn difficult.
Oh, the number of times I've rage quit off Pokemon is unbelievable. I used to get like really upset if I'd lose. I'd be like, nope, turn it off, nope, not today, nope, done. But
so really, the way you got into video games was actually through Pokemon.
Yeah, definitely.
That's quite interesting. Do you play home consoles at all, or are you mainly a handheld gamer?
I do prefer consoles because it's just easier for me to use. But at the moment, I've kind of left consoles and I'm mainly PC because it's just so much easier, and you can get stuff at a click of your fingers, and it's like straight there, done forever. Like Steam, easy, cheap sales all the time. Whereas consoles, like constant buying £40 games to last you about 3 weeks, and then you have to sell them, and then if you want to play them again, you have to buy them back, and it's like, come on.
Yep. And then there's the latest controversy on whether they're going to try and take away the ability for you to sell the games back in the first place.
If they did that, nobody would buy a console. Like, honestly, it would just not go very well, because people wouldn't be able to get rid of really bad games that they bought, and they'd be like, what am I supposed to do with it? I can't just like bin it because I just spent 40 quid on it.
Exactly. People would only buy the games which they were absolutely certain they want.
Definitely.
It would just be I think Steam has pretty much single-handedly saved the PC gaming industry.
Oh, definitely. It was like, when Steam appeared to me, it pretty much that was me. I just saw Steam and I was like, wait a minute, 30p for a game? What is this? Like, oh my lord. But
it is ridiculous.
I'm pretty sure there was one summer where I started off with like 20 games on the first day of summer, and then by the end of it, because of Steam, I ended with like 80 games. Because of this summer Steam sales, I was like, yep, give me all them games, please.
Have you played all of those yet, or have you got like a colossal backlog of games?
I've got a colossal backlog of games. Because my specs for my laptop are absolute poop. So I can't run anything apart from emulators. Even then, it lags slightly. So,
that sucks. So you sort of buy them with the one day I will have a computer that can play this.
Oh, definitely. And actually, in the next 2 weeks, I actually bought a custom PC, and I've given it all of the stuff that I think is going to be good to play games. And I've asked people like, is this going to be able to run this and this? And they're like, oh, definitely. So I'm like, one day I'm going to play these games, and this day is going to be soon.
Oh, that's brilliant to hear. So. Now, back onto Pokemon. Do you have a favourite Pokemon game?
I would say Pokemon X and Y, but it does have its issues. For example, it didn't introduce like that many new things. There's just the 3D sprites. I love them. X and Y is great. Like, don't get me wrong, but I think there could have been a lot more to it. But my favourite of all time has to be Pokemon Heart Gold. Like, I'm doing an egg walk on at the moment, and I'm absolutely loving every moment of it, because I've completely forgotten what happens in the entire thing, so I'm just reliving the nightmare of trying to remember how to do everything.
Yeah. Reliving Whitney's Miltank. That's all that.
I'm actually rendering that episode right now where I versus Whitney's Miltank, and honestly, I wanted to cry.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Oh my days, she's just she should never have existed. That Miltank should have just been no.
Well, I mean, the way they just put together that Miltank's moveset, Nintendo knew that they were creating something ridiculously annoying.
Exactly, it's like, come on now, what are you playing at? How am I supposed to kill it? I can't. It's just,
It's brilliant. On the topic of X and Y, I do agree that it was a fantastic game. I think the main problem I had with it was that it was just too easy.
Oh, definitely. Like, it was easy to just... I managed to beat the game in 2 days because of Wonder Trade. I got a strap to over Wonder Trade, swept the game in 2 days. It was easy as pie. And, like... sorry, Nico.
I don't think No, don't worry. I think I only lost one battle, and that was against this person who flipped around to the type advantages, and I wasn't paying attention, so...
Oh, yeah. That battle was like... I was kind of like, wait, inverse battle? What does this mean? And then it was like, type advantages are what? So it's like... But the thing that disappointed me the most about X and Y was the after game. There was literally nothing to do apart from breed and like grind and breed and grind. So I was like, come on now.
I mean, they have made it easier to do the competitive thing now with the sort of super training and horde battles, so you can more easily train up a proper team now.
Definitely, yeah.
Which is nice. But you are right, there's just, except for that, if you're not into that, then there's not really much to do. So, that's a shame. Also, I'll tell you what they need. We need to go back to Gold and Silver. We need 2 regions in a Pokemon game.
Definitely, that is, I agree with that completely. You can't just end it like, that's at the end of the region, no more. You just have to chill around there for a while. Like, it's going to get to a point where you've memorised everything and like, I could navigate around here with my eyes shut.
Exactly. Speaking of other regions, Pokemon Vivian Sapphire remake. Do you want that? Yes or no?
Yes, I do. I would very much enjoy that, because imagine that on the 3DS. Like, oh my lord. Even the thought of it just makes me... Oh.
Yep. I think the towns in Vivian Sapphire, they were some of my favourites. They were just they were full of variety.
Definitely.
I think they look really good in 3D.
True.
Anyway, what is your favourite game of all time?
Oh, of all time?
Difficult question.
That is a hard one. I'd have to say either...
Is it a Pokemon game?
Unfortunately not, because I've played, like, so many different games. Like, it just kind of... Pokemon is definitely there. Like, that, it has a special place in my heart. Like, there's nothing that could beat Pokemon. It is one that I'm never going to stop playing. But there are games, for example, Minecraft, which is like it's so fun. It's just never ending. You can build a house, it gets destroyed. You build another one. You go dig in, get diamond. You're done. Like, it is absolutely insane. And then there's games like Skyrim, which are absolutely beautiful, and it hooked me from the second I bought it, and I was like. Yeah, so all Pokemon, Minecraft, and Skyrim all have a special place in my heart that will never leave, because I will play them all continuously until the day I die.
Awesome. Now, I suppose, almost wrapping up, what do you see in the future for your channel?
I see variety, more Pokemon, more live streams, as many things as I can possibly fit on one YouTube channel. I'm hoping, because I got a message the other day from one of my fans that obviously came from not Pokemon but a different series I did on my channel, asking me to go back, when was variety coming back to my channel. I was like, when I get a new PC, I promise you, games never ending. I will continuously play as many not Pokemon games as I possibly can, as long as everyone wants to see them.
Brilliant.
And then obviously more Pokemon, because Pokemon is a well-loved thing on my channel. It has got me from 100 to 260 in a matter of a month and a bit. So I'm never going to stop that. Live streams are fun because it doesn't mean editing. It means I can just do whatever, and it's natural, and it is like the rough stuff. I can just interact straight away with people, and like if they ask me a question, I can reply straight away. If they want to battle me, I can battle them. I love live streaming. It's great, but my internet, on the other hand, does not like me live streaming because it is poop. So yeah.
Actually, I was thinking of doing live streaming at some point. How many fans do you think you would need before live streaming becomes viable?
Any. Like, you can live stream from as small as 100 to as big as like 50 million. Like, it really doesn't matter, as long as I'd say below 100 it'd be quite difficult to get people to come and watch you, but 100 plus, you just need to make sure that you tell people, you need to make sure that you organise it, you need to make sure everyone knows about it, and then you can just go with it.
That's cool. I'll have to keep that in mind. So, final question then. Do you have any advice for other YouTubers or people who are interested in possibly making videos for the future?
My one thing is make sure you try your best to get yourself noticed by others straight off the bat. Like, don't sit and be like, oh yeah, I'm going to do this all by myself, because I tried to do that and it took me a year to get to 100. It didn't go very well when I first started off. So make sure you get, like, even if it's just like one or two people, just be like, oh yeah, I'm doing videos now, if you could check it out, that'd be great. But don't be like, oh yeah, can you check my video out please, like right now, because otherwise I'm gonna like total shit on you. Like, it's kind of like, yeah, come on, just play with it. But yeah, don't go by the wrong way. Just like tell people, oh, I'm doing videos now, if you can check it out, that'd be great. If not, then I don't mind. But yeah, just make sure you also contact people that are around the same sub count as you, network, and get yourself as well as your friends up, and you'll find like the best way about doing things. Like, you'll easily get comfortable with videos as long as you make sure everyone's enjoying it and ask for feedback. So yeah,
I think that's brilliant advice. So it's really mainly about the community then.
Definitely. Yeah, for me anyway, because I was on my own until the beginning of the year, and since I started using Twitter again, like last month I think, and since I started using Twitter, I've been able to communicate with loads of different people. I've met so many lovely people. It is actually unreal. Like, I am so grateful for meeting these people and for them just being there and being themselves. Like, without them, I wouldn't be the person I am today. So
that's inspiring. And I must say, I found you on Twitter, and the Poketuber Twitter community is brilliant.
It is definitely. Like, it is probably one of the best. Like, you wouldn't see a Call of Duty person being like, oh yeah, let's shoot. You have like 100 subs, I have like 60k, let's do a video together.
That's brilliant.
But, you know.
So, the Hopeless Gamer 1, thank you so much for participating in my interview today.
Thank you for asking me in.
And everybody who's watching this video, please check out his channel. There will be a link in the description, and there's going to be an annotation on the video itself. Also follow us on Twitter. Those will be in the description as well. But until next time, thanks a lot for watching, and goodbye.
Goodbye.